How y'all doing? Today's video, I'm gonna be making a list of the top 10 or whatever things we do on Christmas. And I'm gonna be running it down on this because I am poor, so get over it. Alright, number 1 would be eggnog. If y'all haven't heard of it, eggnog is like the best beverage to drink on Christmas. With it, you can like put any sort of spices in it, you can drink it as an alcohol drink, and it's good to go with Christmas cookies. Speaking of which, for number 2, snickerdoodles. I don't know why no one likes this. I'm pretty sure everybody should love snickerdoodles. If you don't, what the fuck's wrong with you? Snickerdoodles are like the best treat to have on Christmas. Don't you ever forget it. Alright. Number 3. Candy canes. Yes. Candy canes. Those swirly twirly peppermint treats. Not only are they candy, but they're good for your breath. You should try some in hot chocolate. Huh. I'm thinking of a lot of things that go with Christmas have something to do with food. Especially hot chocolate. If you haven't seen movies like The Polar Express, they're a big tradition for Christmas. Then, the next thing, the Christmas wreaths. You don't know where they are? They're this circular ornament, or decoration, that's wrapped together with pine tree branches. And they can be decorated with stuff like garland, bows, or you name it. They're pretty great to hang on your door. But you know, Merry Christmas. Number 6. Christmas lights. Christmas lights, no matter how it looks, will go everywhere. You can wrap it around your doorway, you can wrap it around the guardrails of a stairway. You can wrap it around the Christmas tree, wrap it around your friend if you're trying to hold them hostage. I'll forget that last one. But they're just beautiful. And obviously, you can't deny that Christmas lights are pretty beautiful. Number 7. Let's go with, Nutcracker. Yes, no one can forget the tradition of the Nutcracker, or anything to do with the Nutcracker. Anything to do with telling the story of the Nutcracker, or to even watch a play or a adaptation to the Nutcracker series. The Nutcracker is a great story, or to watch on Christmas, because it tells the story of a girl named Claire who gets a Nutcracker for Christmas, who basically goes exploring the world and finding a mouse cake. It's a pretty adorable story, too. And kind of heartbreaking at the end. You gotta give it a look, if you haven't heard of Christmas. Number 8. Snowmen. How can you ever forget about doing this on Christmas? On Christmas, you must always make a snowman. Always. If you forget to do that, shame on you. Snowmen are basically a shape of 3 snowballs put on top of each other, sticks through the sides to make arms, use rocks and stuff to make, dots on their belly to make it look like he's wearing a shirt, and eyes and a mouth, and then use a carrot nose. And if you want to go any more than that, you can add, a hat. You can add, scarves, gloves. You can add, you can even a fur coat, although that would just melt it. I would not recommend in the summertime to make sand snowmen, because that'll just get knocked over instantly. Okay, number 9. Nativity. If you haven't heard, you cannot forget about the Nativity story. The Nativity story is basically the story of how Jesus, our Christ and Savior, was born. Not all people believe that, but some people do. And just because not everybody likes it doesn't mean we can't disclude that tradition. since it's been around for years. Let me think. What else could be in the list? Let's think. Christmas. Yes. One thing for certain. Never forget about the Christmas tree. For the Christmas tree is by far the most wonderful decoration to have on every holiday. Because of the nostalgia it brings with it. It is a thing that we all do every year. It just makes the holiday a bit better. And I don't think anyone should forget that. What else is there? Other tradition? Santa Claus. Or Santa Claus. He's a man who supposed to come to our house every year, drop off Christmas presents to the good and bad children. Children, back then in the old days, used to believe in him. I'm pretty sure people still try to spout the belief of Santa Claus to their children nowadays. But don't be assuming that Santa Claus is real. I mean, I'm not saying he's not, but honestly, if you think he's real, you got problems. And, okay, what else on the list? That's a Christmas tradition. Let's see. Okay. This is hard. I'm trying to think of every tradition I've ever gone through every year. Oh yes, mistletoe. If you don't know what a mistletoe is, obviously, you've never seen reference of it in cartoons. It's basically a sort of tradition. If you're standing under a mistletoe with some other person, you're supposed to give that person a kiss. I mean, you don't have to. It's just a tradition. Let's see, what else is another tradition could there be? Let me think. Oh yes, gingerbread. Houses and men. For some strange reason, people like creating gingerbread houses and gingerbread men. I don't know where the idea came from, but I can say that it's pretty delicious to eat all around Christmas. Just, don't try eating someone's gingerbread cookies if they work, like a couple hours to perfect it. Don't just go out and just gobble the whole thing down. You know, that's just rude. Okay, well, what else can I list? I know this is a very, boring video to watch. I'm sorry, I'm not in my professional outfit right now because of, you know, I have not a good, I don't have really a good run to start doing some actual videos right now. Anyways. Number 14, gift giving. If you've all known Christmas for a while, there's always the tradition of gift giving. And we do it every year. Especially on December 25th. And receiving the other part. Mostly you should be in it for the giving part, not the receiving. Because if you're in it for the receiving, you are stupid. Because if you just want to get the gifts and you don't even want to give, what kind of man are you? Is there anything else on the list? What could be on the list that's Christmas tradition? Well, I don't know if this is tradition or not, but there's The Grinch, which is a movie about, a guy who likes stealing Christmas. People that Christmas is about. It's not about the gifts, it's just about, you know, the little things. And such. Oh. And finally, for top 16, fruitcake. And I know everybody hates fruitcake. But, like I said, it's a tradition. So, like it or hate it, this is the list of the top 10 traditions of Christmas. And thank you for watching, like and subscribe, and goodbye.